My friend Rom has started a startup and he fueled entire his lifetime earnings to build the product. Everything looks good. And finally, when it's launched the product, he find there are so many issues in that and he unable to fill the gaps and it's become a non-fundable product and it's not generating the enough revenue and it's forced to shut down because of there is shortage of operating income. Is this happens for all the startups? No. If you want to avoid these kind of bigger mistakes, please watch this video till the end. Hello friends, I am Shankar. Welcome to Startup COE. It's a complete startup knowledge channel. And without wasting time, and please get into the topic. Today's all businesses, all startups and the great innovations are just starting from an idea. But how idea should be? It should have the good potential and it should be the scalable. If you want to tell that, I know there are so many things. Anyways, there are several characteristics for a good idea. Let's know about each and everything. The first one is disruptive. The idea should be unique and disruptive by solving the huge problems or making the people's life easier. Here the disruptive means whether it is totally creating the new market or bringing the huge changes in the existing market. So we can call it as a disruptive and the unique. Netflix is a very good example for disruptive idea because it's a completely new technology and it's a totally new business model for disrupting the existing offline movie rental business. Nowadays, if you see that because of all OTT streaming startups, there are no offline movie rentals at all. And another very good example is WhatsApp. It's disrupted existing SMS and it's a simple solution for media sharing. As I know that it's helped a lot many businesses and even connecting the family members and connecting the friends. I have seen when there are no catalog systems, especially for the B2B, business to business people used to send all images through the WhatsApp. And there the retailers and who are buying from the wholesalers, they used to select those products and order through the WhatsApp. And if need any confirmation, they will ask for the picture and immediately the business wholesalers used to take the picture and sending to the retailers to confirm what they are going to get. This has happened in 2011 and 2012. So it has helped a lot and it's a wonderful. The second one is scalable. The idea should be scalable. It means if you start it in one city, it has to expand it to the many cities. So we need to check the feasibility of that idea, whether we can scale it or not. One thing I want to add it here is, if you are in the tech background and if you are going to start the technical startup, you have to build the scalable technology. It means you have to build the cloud one and which can expand it to the any level and without shutting the physical server. Like that, we have to see whether that idea has involved more skilled human resource. If it is involved more skilled human resource, we need to see the expanding location, those resources available or not. If it is not available, is there any chances that if you can train in your location and you will depute those people to other locations or not. So we have to check all these considerations. Like that, we have to see those ideas are more culture specific or not, and if it is culture specific to only your location, and if it is not culture specific to other location, the idea may get failed. Like that, you have to see whether it's a national wise that culture is accepted or not, in the globally also if it is accepted or not. Also, you have to see the political restrictions, whether the expanding cities having any restriction on that idea. We have to see all these because we are spending the huge amount to build the product and on the technology as many times when it scales only we can make startup profitable because the amount we are spending on the development if you are there in the one location, it might not pay the returns. Also, the main reason is investors. Investors are like the startups which are scalable because they like the billion-dollar ideas. So being in one location or one city and making that the billion-dollar startups is highly not possible. Anyways, whatever the characteristics we are discussing now, those are very important for all investors. The third one is the growing market. Your idea has to be in the growing market industry. Like the e-commerce, it's a growing day by day. And nowadays, if you see that, it's just a less than 5% of the entire retail. if you see the consumer spend, per capita spend in India is less than $2, whereas in China is $7 and in USA is $98. So here there is a huge chances to grow. Your idea has to be there in the growing industry. The fourth one is sustainability. The idea has to sustainable for very long term. It should not be like today another people can replicate that idea, can start the same thing. This is quite dangerous. You spend a lot of money to build the technology, to go to the market and to operating. You spend a lot of money to create that idea. So if someone has created the same idea and adding the few more features overnight, and they will go to the market and earning the more market share than you, it's not at all good, and these kind of startup is not liked by the investors. So you have to show whether the technology wise or the business model wise or the operating process wise, it should not be doable, or it should not be easy replicated by others. In many startups we will see that in the technology and the business model and the process also will play a very good role, or to make that as a unique. If you see business model for the Netflix, it's a monthly movie rental and you can see the unlimited movies. This is kind of thing and will make the huge difference. And the fifth one is profitable. Of course, your idea has to be the profitable. Try to create the projected financial and check whether your idea is profitable or not. If it is not profitable, then try to change the business model and see whether you can, any chance you can make it profitable. And also that, the same time it should be affordable for customer as well. If it is a very unique idea, and if it is not affordable for the customers, it is again, it is a failure product. And even if you are making the affordable, you have to see whether you can run your business or not. So this is very important one. And few might think, and before even we are creating the product or creating anything else, and how we can know the financial projection. So see, this is completely, as I told, it's a projection, it's a forecasting of financials. So you have to see that what are the expenditures it's going to incur, because it's your idea. You will definitely have a knowledge on that, what we need to going to spend, and whether it is on the human resource, whether it is on the technology, whether it is going to market, and what are the marketing expenses you are going to spend. So these all are expenditures, and also you know the product better, and you also can decide that unit price, whether it is a service or the subscription and whatever. You can see that what is the unit price, and based on that how many units you can sell it, whether it is service or product, and based on that you can estimate your income also. And here the income minus expenditure, you will get the profit or not, and you will come to know that. And if it is a plus, it's a profit. If it is a minus, it's a loss. And there are so many things will come into these financials, and I will take the detailed sessions for each and everything. And even in the initial stage, and you are making loss, or you are showing that losses in the financials, that means you have to fill with the investor money. So this is how it works. So that's why I'm telling you that I will make the very detailed on each and everything on the financials. And these financial projections should be there for 3 to 5 years, because even the investor will also ask for this one. So be ready with that. The sixth one is differentiated. Idea should be different from other products or services. If it is already disruptive and unique, it will be definitely different from other ideas. If you are working on the existing ideas, you have to make sure that you are having the unique features or not, and at least to make sure you will have the few unique features. So this is very important, because your investor will ask that what is the USP of your product and what are the unique features of your product, because they know that these ideas is already exist in the market. So what is the different you are going to make in the industry or making in the people's life. Finally, it should be doable. Of course, it should be doable idea, but here we discuss discuss more about the doable startup. Research phase startups, these are not applicable till they create the prototype or till they have the beta launched. So these are not applicable. Yes, friends, these are the characteristics of a good idea. If you got any idea, and please check all these characteristics or exist or not. If it is not exist, and please don't mistake like my friend, and please avoid this one and look for the better idea. But will these characteristics are fair enough to decide whether your idea is good to work on or not? For some extent, these characteristics will help to select an idea, but to structure that idea and to fine-tune that idea, to evaluate that idea, these characteristics are not fair enough. We have to evaluate these ideas with the brainstorming. We can discuss about how to do the brainstorming idea in the next video. Hello friends, thank you very much for your time. If you like my video, please do subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you.